would refrain from mentioning names right now. I've worked with all of them in one capacity or the other before. I just believe that whoever takes up the mantle of leading Ghana football must be ready to take up or to admit that there are quite a number of things that the leadership of our football needed to be done better. Number 12 just threw a light onto it. I mean, the issue of bribery of referees, it's not an unknown thing in our football. There was a time where our president at the time, Kwesi Nyantakyi, said that the name of the game is evidence. So for me, what number 12 did was to bring the evidence. And so whoever takes up the mantle must be ready to step on quite a number of toes to ensure that the right thing is done. We need a positive image of our football. We need corporate Ghana to believe in our football again. We need the supporters who felt betrayed by what they saw in number 12 to believe that, yes, whoever has taken the mantle is putting in place structures, putting in place a system that is going to ensure that integrity, which is at the bedrock of our game, sporting integrity, where a game cannot be influenced by third parties, will happen. For me, that's the biggest thing I saw in number 12. We need that kind of person to say, we acknowledge that our game got to a place where it betrayed this nation. This is the passion of the nation. This is the soul of the nation. We need to revive that soul. Whoever takes up the mantle, whether it's a Palmer, whether it's a Free, whether it's Keto Kreku, I hear Dr. Obin recently declared, whether it's a Nanaya, whoever it is, must be ready to seize the bull by the horns and say, we want to build a new image for Ghana football. I will not mention a name. They are all watching, I'm sure, and they know what plans they have for the game. It shouldn't just be words. I hear a lot of words. And all of them were part of the system at the time. So the hope is that having learned lessons from the past, they will begin to implement those lessons by action and not only by word. The deeds are what matter. As for words, they are words. Promises are promises. We explain our way when we can't manage the promises. But the most important thing is performance. They must show by their performance that they are going to lead us to the promised land and get Ghana football back to where it ought to be. They'll be allowed to contest the election. These guys are involved in football. They've invested in football. The people who say those things don't know what it takes to run football in this country. You know what it takes to run a football club? You will not say what you are saying. If your brother had invested the kind of money that these guys have invested in football, you will not say they have no place. The most important thing is there are criteria that they are going to be assessed by. Once they pass that criteria, they should go into the contest. But when they come in there and whoever takes up the mantle, we will hold his leg to the fire and say, Master, where we have been, we don't want to be there again. We see anything, we will hit it. We will not allow our football to go to where it went to before number 12 came.